Hello students, in today's chemistry class, you will learn about separation of solid liquid mixtures. Solid liquid mixtures can be homogeneous and it can be heterogeneous. So, different methods are used to separate them depending upon the type of mixture. So, let's see what are the different methods. For the separation of solid liquid mixtures, 6 different methods can be applied. First one, sedimentation and decantation. Second, filtration. Third, evaporation. Fourth, crystallization. Fifth, distillation. And the last one, centrifugation. So let's see the first method, that is sedimentation and decantation. Sedimentation allows the separation of two substances via settling of one substance, whereas the decantation allows the separation of two substances via pouring of one substance. This sedimentation and decantation are the important separation techniques that we can use to separate two immiscible substances, which can be solid from liquid or liquid from liquid. As you can see in the picture, the first container which contains water and sand, and you know sand is settled down in the first container, means it cannot be dissolved in water. So let the solution to be settled first. So sand will be settled at the bottom and water will be left over. So after the settling down of the sand, you can pour the liquid into another container and you will get the clean water there. And in the container left, that is sand, that is solid particles which are left, that is called as sediment. Now the next method is evaporation. Evaporation is a form of vaporization that usually happens on the surface of liquid, and it involves the transition of liquid particles into the gaseous phase. This evaporation it can be brought about by exposing the liquid to air or by heating. This method is used to separate components of homogeneous solid liquid mixture, and in this you need to heat the mixture, and with the help of Bunsen burner you can heat that mixture, and after some time the liquid will evaporate in the form of vapor and left behind the solid substances. Now the next method is filtration. It is a process of separating suspended solid matter from a liquid by causing the latter to pass through the pores of a membrane called a filter. So in this method we use a filter, and that filter can be the common filters which are used, that is called a filter paper, charcoal, glass wool, layer of sand, etc. And this method is used for the separating the components of solid liquid mixtures in which solids are insoluble in liquid. Examples can be chalk and water, clay and water, sawdust and water. And the insoluble solid which is left behind in the filter paper, that is called as residue. You can see in the picture, first this is filter paper. You need to make a cone shaped filter from that filter paper, then keep that filter paper, cone shaped filter paper on the funnel and pour the liquid over the funnel. then slowly drop by drop the liquid will be collected in another container which is a pure liquid, and the solid residue, solid undissolved particles will be left over on the filter paper. The next method is crystallization. It is a process in which a solution containing more solute than it can hold at room temperature is heated in order to evaporate the solvent. When very little solvent is left, the solution is cooled down and the solute starts separating out from the solution in the form of crystals. Pure sugar is obtained from its solution in water by the process of crystallization. The next method, distillation. Distillation process involving the conversion of a liquid into vapor that is subsequently condensed back to liquid form. It is exemplified at its simplest when steam from a kettle becomes deposited as drops of distilled water on a cold surface. This method is used to separate the components of a solid liquid mixture, and in this is the, you can see in the picture, this is the distillation setup. The first, the mixture which is need to be filtered, that is kept in a distilling flask, and then it is heated. Then it is liquid converted into vapor form, and with the help of condenser, the vapor condenser is filled with water, which makes the vapor to condense into liquid droplets. And when the vapor cool down, drop by drop it is collected into the receiving flask, and in this way the collected fluid is called as distillate, which is a pure liquid. This distillation method is used to separate out, or used to form the distilled water in the laboratories. This distillation method is used to obtain distilled water. The next method, centrifugation. This is the method of separating solids from liquids where the mixture is homogeneous. And the best example of this method is cream is separated from milk by this method. And in this, the apparatus which is used is called as centrifuge, and the mixture is placed in the centrifuge tube and rotated at a high speed, due to which the heavier solid particles move towards the bottom and the light solid particles float on the liquid. And in this way, the liquid and solids are separated. This method is also used in the diagnostic laboratories for testing blood and urine. Now today's homework: define sedimentation and decantation, define filtrate and residue, and the last question: explain different methods of separation of solid liquid mixtures. Write these answers in your chemistry notebook. Thank you.